Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back yet again with another grand final of the RLIS. Today, we're going to be giving you the Superstar Division. This is top of the range stuff. I am Rez. I'm going to be bringing you all of the action this evening. We've got two teams that are raring to go. The Fomorians and the Saints are going to be facing off in this best of 7 this evening. Obviously, with it being RLIS, we've got a slightly different format for you. First game is 3v3, second game is 2v2, followed by 1v1. Then in game 4, the team that is behind will get to decide between 1s and 2s. Then in game 5, it's back to 3s before being the opposite of game 4 in game 6. And then if we go the distance, we will see another game of 3s in game 7. I'll be taking you through the action this evening. It's going to be an enthralling encounter. Obviously, the Fomorians being the team coming from the upper bracket, defeating my team, in fact, Celtic Tigers. That's Yem, Spectre, and Wazito going up against the Saints of Colin, Arctic, and Panda. Both teams have very strong 3s lineups. So obviously, I think I possibly give the benefit of the doubt maybe to the Saints in that regard. But obviously, the Fomorians absolutely no slouch whatsoever. I'd love to see how this is going to go. Obviously, in the ones, that would certainly be a different matchup. I would say that Panda and Yem likely fairly evenly matched. I'd probably say the same with Colin and Spectre, they're probably the second choice ones players. So I'm very excited to see how that turns out. We're going to be getting into this match momentarily. And I just don't know which way to call this one. I can see us going a distance, possibly to game 6, maybe game 7. But we're going to take it one game at a time, starting off with the 3s. And we're going to get right into things here. The Fomorians in the blue and the Saints in the orange as Panda gets started off with a big bang off the backboard. Wazito can't get a touch on that one. And Panda tries to lay one off to Colin, but can't connect fully. Spectre tip that one to the corner. Arctic, obviously not really known for his 1s and 2s, hence the reason he ended up being a 3rd round pick in the draft this season, but he's 2k MMR in 3s. He is an absolute phenomenal 3s player, and they're going to be hoping that they can take the 3s games in this series, which is so vital. Colin, going to go back to Panda with this one. Both teams just trying to settle into the series early on. Yeah, not able to get that one. It seems to be all the Saints in regards to possession, but Spectre proving me wrong here as he gets it over the first. Could try and look for the double tap off the backboard, but Arctic gets there in time to clear it away. Colin, touch the backboard. Panda going to be there, going to go alone, but he's got past Spectre first. That's a lovely little dummy to get it under him. Wazito, oh no, he's got a great challenge there, and he's going to take it away from Colin, and that's going to be the first goal to open up the Superstar Final. Wazito getting it past his good friend Colin, and getting the Fomorians the lead. And great play by Wazito, manages to just slip it past the defense. It had been all the Saints up to that point, but all it takes is that momentary lapse of concentration, and that has cost them in this. Still plenty of time though. They just want to make sure to settle into this series. They don't want to go Hail Mary too early on here. Arctic plays off the ceiling. Spectre gets there first though. Yem going to be able to chase this one down. Colin plays it away. Spectre is there though. Yem trying to get there ahead of Panda on this one, but unable to do so. Panda in the Fennec this evening. We don't often see him in that car, but there's always fireworks regardless of what car he chooses to be in. Arctic hit one downfield to Spectre, who's able to get a 50-50 on that one, but it's slightly awkward. Panda gets one off the backboard. Opportunity for Colin here, but touch probably isn't quite where he wanted it. It's going to go to Arctic. Now Panda bouncing high. Yem back downfield, but Spectre takes it away from Panda, and now the ball ricocheting up and down the field. Colin off the backboard. Opportunity here for Panda, but he's unable to connect with that one, just running out of boost at the critical moment. Arctic can't get it past Yem. He faced some criticism early on in the season that he wasn't worthy of being the first pick of the entire draft, but I mean, that obviously of him being the best player is still up in the air, but if he can win this title, he would certainly be in with a shout of that. Wazito tries to get it past the first. Colin now, or Panda should I say, trying to get it back downfield as he looks to try and get the ball past the end, but can't do so. Wazito down to Arctic though. In the corner now, put in by Arctic. This is floating dangerously for the Saints, but they can't force it in. Arctic back downfield. Is there going to be anyone that's following up? Arctic gets another 50 on that one. Yem could be in a spot of bother here, but he gets a good touch. Few Dominus players in the top level of RLI competition as things stand. Yem, the sideball, going to put it back forward. Who's going to get that pivotal next touch? And it's going to be Colin. He's going to try and dribble this one back down the field and gets 50 away from Waz. Don't want Spectre also. Arctic is there. Gets the boost in the corner. Gets it over the first. Could be an opportunity here, but Spectre, not quite enough tenacity from the Fomorian or from the Saints as things stand. They always seem to have that one player forward, but that second touch just isn't there. Bang off the back by Colin, but Arctic isn't there to follow it up yet again. And now a team bump coming in. Colin is all alone, but Yem is just going to bang that one away. Probably not the smartest play. May have wanted to do something better with that one. As Spectre hits one in, and that's going to double the lead for the Fomorians. And the Saints, they've had a lot of pressure, but just have not been able to find the back of the net. Great shot by Spectre. This blast one into the roof of the net, and that will shake up the Saints a little bit, because threes is probably going to be where they really shine. And if they're unable to do that, then they could be on the fast road to being knocked out of this competition and being defeated in the final. But they're just going to want to take each game one step at a time, and that's a double commit from the Saints there as Yem going to beat them both out. Zero boost on Yem, and that's a great 50 by Panda. Spectre's out of position, and they're going to get back within one, and that's a bit of a mistake by Yem and Spectre. Yem maybe should have done better on this 50. Panda absolutely dominating him on that one, and Spectre not reading the play, and this is going to float over his head, agonizing for him. Back within 1 minute 17 left on the clock, and Colin going to want to try and get that goal back quickly, level things up, but as things stand for Fomorians to have the lead, Wazito pops it high, we're going to bounce down. Panda gets a touch, but this falls to Yem, who puts a shot on net and reclaims their 2-goal lead. And it did not take any time at all for the Fomorians to reclaim that lead. And it seems that they're just performing slightly better at this stage. Still a minute, there is still a chance, but with that, the confidence could be a little bit shook for the Saints. Arctic tries to get one forward. Panda now pops one out, it's a double commit yet again. We've seen that 2 or 3 times from Colin and Arctic. They're going to want to rectify that. Can't afford to be double committing. Arctic pops one forward, but he's got no boost, and the Fomorians are going to take advantage of that and just go high up in the air, and he gets it past the first. Yem with a lovely second touch, but Panda is there in time to make the save. 35 seconds left on the clock. Wazito just holding out well on defense out of Fomorians at the moment. To the final 30 seconds, Spectre going to dribble this one high, gets a musty flick to put it further forward as Arctic has to make the save, but it isn't far forward enough, and it does look as if the Fomorians are going to be taking game one, and that's a big win for them. That will give them the 1-0 lead in the series. It's best of 7, first of 4, which does mean that next it'll be 2v2, and I think obviously the strongest lineup for the Saints would almost certainly be Colin and Panda. For the Fomorians, I would most likely say Yem and Spectre, and that would be an interesting matchup and arguably a must-win for the Saints. Arctic not known for his 2s either, so it's going to be important that they are able to really sort of get on top of this early on, but they haven't been able to do that in game one, as it looks like the Fomorians have taken it away. And it's a good overall performance. Wazito topping the leaderboard with that one, but only 72 points separating Wazito at the top and Spectre at the bottom. So it's great to see a well-balanced roster that this has turned out to be. Wazito, we do love the little bit of cheek in the Twitch chat coming in between games. The future is digital. And we're into 2s now. It's going to be Yem and Spectre against Colin and Panda. This is a huge game. Probably the first choice lineups for both of these teams. Spectre puts one on net early. Panda able to make the save. Colin bounces down. Yem picks up the play. Spectre can take this one back. Nice and passive at the start of this game. They held out very well on defense last time out. As Yem puts a long one forward. Oh, Colin's own goal, that's a massive mistake. He's just fallen asleep on the goal line, and as an Arsenal supporter, I am one for watching defenders fall asleep, and that is a massive mistake by Colin. Just rotating into the middle of the goal, off the goal line. You did not like to see that whatsoever. And that is what you want to see if you are rooting for the Fomorians here. Popped high. Panda now. Try and get one back downfield. But Spectre picks that one up all too easily. Spectre with a little boost to work with, but Colin intercepts in the midfield. Yem, that's a poor 50-50, but again, just always seems to be falling to a Fomorians player first. Spectre over to Yem, and Yem gets it past Colin, but Panda is going to be able to guard the play here. Falls back down, but no one is there to follow that one up. It seems that manager of the Saints, Ryan, already coming out with excuses in the Twitch chat. Apparently, as a collective, the Saints team have a collective for 25 hours in the last 2 weeks on the game. I'd maybe say that's the case for Wazito and Panda, but I'm sure Arctic's been putting in the hours. That man is notorious for it. The Spectre going to look to try and double their lead, but that's a big bang downfield. Yem could be in a bit of trouble for this, and he's not going to be able to get back in time for that. And Panda, long range effort from well inside his own half. It's going to float over the head of Yem, who was just pushed a bit too far forward. It's a sizable mistake from Yem, touted to be one of the best overall players, and it seems as if he's been able to show that early on, but a big mistake from him. And that's a great kickoff, and it seems that Panda's been able to double up, and he is showing up on the biggest stage. He always seems to do this. The former man of NSG, the first supporter of the Stormtroopers roster. We're struggling to find a way to put that. I'm sure he'll hate me to say that, but Stormtroopers #1 fan, doubling up in the second game to give the Saints the first lead of the series. Yeah, going forward on his own here. Spectre going to wait back with this one. Plenty of boost, going to look to try and get a second touch, but it's not the best, and it's just going to force Panda. And it's bouncing high. Yeah, touches that one into the middle. It's only as far as Colin. That's a big mistake. Spectre just about makes the save, a little bit closer than it needed to be. Spectre over the first. Who's going to be there to follow it up? Spectre isn't going to be there. Cleared by Panda, who's arguably the best player on the field, despite his side being one game down as things stand. Colin gets over the first, falls to Spectre though. Spectre now with a free touch, puts one over to Yem. The passing plays linking up, but Yem can't connect with that one. That could have sent shockwaves through the Saints side, but as things stand, we are still 1 goal in favour of the Saints, but this could all change here as Yem's going to put one in, and we're all tied up a little over halfway through game 2, and the Saints, this is a must-win game for them, and it seems as if they're still tied up as the scoreline is at the moment, and Yem putting that one in to tie it up in this best of 7. Spectre going to beat Panda to the wall on this one. Could look to get a second touch on this, but he's missed, and Colin is, I would say, have an easy time with this, but a little bump coming through made things slightly challenging. Panda can't get it past the second man of Spectre. Yem rotating back. Colin now putting the shot just over the bar. Yem isn't able to get that. This could be a chance, but Panda's shot is far too weak and easy enough to gather for Spectre. Yem, he's made a slight error there. Just gets a touch to a shot from Colin. And Spectre trying to follow it up yet again. Spectre free touch here. Looks to put on a target. Colin saves. Falls to Panda on the edge of the box as beating them to the ball yet again. It seems that Fomorians are just playing a little bit faster at this point as the demos coming in thick and fast here. Spectre going to concede possession though to Panda, as Panda in a 1v1 scenario here with Spectre. This could be a huge goal if he can score it, but Spectre shot not quick enough to get past him. He's going to take possession of this here, going to try and get it over Panda, but it's far too low, but he's won the 50-50 and he's got it past the second. Colin not able to get there in time, and Spectre, Fomorians get the lead back, and they are putting a stamp on this series. Obviously, we've got 1v1 coming up next, and that'll definitely be an interesting one. I would likely say it would be Panda against Yem in this one. This is popped high. Yem coming up, he may be able to score this one, and again, the Saints just not quick enough to the ball here, and Colin popped it high, but that just sent them to the grave, and a 2-goal lead for the Saint, or for Fomorians, should I say? What am I saying? Is Yem going to go in for that kickoff, and just over 80 seconds left on the clock. They just need to hold the game down. Colin. Go over to the side. Gonna play one back to teammate Panda, who puts one high and far towards the backboard. Yem now. Gets over the first. Colin is there, but Yem keeps going. He's got 0 boost now. Gonna pick up the corner. Gets one into the midfield. Spectre pre-jumping that one bold, but it won't pay off for him. Yem. The best touch there as Panda plays one into the middle, but it's caught out. Colin over towards the Saints net, but they just can't connect with that one. Spectre can't force it through, but with every passing touch, he's slowing things down. Colin taking possession. This is a must-score chance at this point. Panda can't get there ahead of Yem, and as he clears that one, it looks to be as if the Fomorians are going to take game 2. And they're in a whole spot of bother here at the Saints. Be expecting them to take the 3s going into this. It was all up in the air for the 2s, but Yem and Spectre going to take down Panda and Colin. And that is going to put Fomorians 2 games ahead in this best of 7 series. I only need 2 more, they're halfway there. And that's a big win, which is going to put them 2 goals up, going into the 1v1 up next. Obviously, we could expect something slightly different going into this one. It is a common tactic by managers to decide to put in their second best ones player for the first ones game. That could be something we do here. We could end up seeing maybe Spectre versus Panda or Colin versus Yem, and it's going to be Panda for the Saints. We instantly see that coming out, and it's Panda versus Yem, the 2 juggernauts. And this is going to be an incredibly spicy matchup. If Yem takes this one, then that could be curtains for the Saints after just 3 games of Rocket League. Yem now with possession early on, 100 boost to work with. Gonna look for the edge, or possibly an edge will bump onto Panda and gets him early, and Yem, the man who's almost 1400 in ones, is going to get the opener just 8 seconds in, and that's a massive confidence boost for him. Going to bump Panda right out of the way, unable to get there. And we know Panda, despite being very good at it, not the biggest fan of ones, and tilting goals like that could cause him some problems. Yem maintains possession off the kickoff. Still holding on to the little boost he's got, and he's going to try and get that one past Panda, but he's going to look for another air dribble opportunity here, and he's come across it well as Panda hasn't made the save there. Yem tries to get past the first, but Panda has got a great 50 on that, and he's going to tie the game up. This could be a sort of tale of things to come for the rest of this ones game. 1 goal goes in one end, 1 the other end, and we're just going back and forth for the duration of the game, but 34 seconds in, all tied up at 1 apiece. Obviously next, in game 4, we're going to be able to see the losing team, which will categorically be the Saints, pick between 1s and 2s. I don't know what they'd do in that case. I'd arguably say 1s, but they'd be in a difficult spot regardless. Yeah, I'm looking for another air dribble bump. Panda dodges it that time, barely makes the save. Oh, and Panda, he's been absolutely sold. He's been canned, and Yem has scored an absolute clip, and Panda's been done. What an unbelievable play by Yem. First gets him on the turn, then fakes out the shot, and Yem puts it past him. Panda down in the doldrums, just under a minute in. The score is still close, but Panda's dignity is in tatters as Yem going to win that kickoff. Got possession, got a little bit of boost. I say a little bit, I just mean 1. As Panda tries to 50 his way out of defense, but he's stuck there with 0 boost. As things stand, Yem gets the touch over, but Panda pots it back into his own corner, but Yem keeps taking these boosts. There's only so long that you can last. If you're Panda here, he's going to go off the ceiling. I don't know what his plan was there, but he's going to concede from it. And it looks like the Fomorians, Yem seems to be on top of his ones game as things stand. A great shot by him, and he's going to get it past Panda. I don't know what Panda was doing on the ceiling. Possibly already frustrated by how this ones game has turned out. Yeah, winning the kickoff yet again, but Panda will reclaim possession on that one. 100 boost from that pad in the corner. Could look to try and get an air dribble here. Going to let it drop to the floor as Yem turning in the midfield quickly, but he's going to get demoed for his troubles there. That's a good demo by Panda. Going to buy himself plenty of time on that one. Yem Gets another good 50-50. Panda just doesn't seem to be on top of his ones game. Could have something to do with him having about 2 hours in the last 2 weeks on the game. Yeah. Still with possession, going to take that one back to his own corner. And this is a lovely, lovely one style we're seeing from Yem here. When he knows he's on the front foot, he's going to go all out attack. But when he realizes the Panda could have an opportunity brewing, he's just going to take it back to his own defense and reset. And it's worked well for him so far. Panda gets bumped there. Yem, again, look at this. He's just sees that Panda might have a chance. Takes it back to his own net. And Panda, with frustration showing, pre-jumping that one on the wall to virtually no effect. Yem, dribbling downfield now, could look for a hook shot. Does go for it, and Panda could be in trouble here. And it's going to be 4-1 to Yem. 2 minutes 41 left on the clock. And this is going to send Shatters down to Saints if they can't take this ones game. And that isn't looking likely as things stand. Panda gonna need to step things up drastically. Panda, again, struggling to win the kickoff. It just seems that when Yem wins the kickoff, he's able to get possession. When Yem loses the kickoff, then it falls to Yem as well. Panda on the back wall. Got a little bit of boost, but he can't seem to get the pull past Yem. The waiting arms of Yem, but this could cause him some troubles. Enrong, Panda is more washed than Remco in the chat. Incredibly toxic coming out from the starting of RLI. Panda gonna have possession here. But he's been dunked by Yem. This could be 5, and it's a fabulous 5 for Yem. 122 seconds left on the clock, and Panda has been well and truly rattled in this one. Big trouble at the moment for the Saints, and we could see them going down early if they can't right the ship in. Probably the next game, it looks as if things are starting to fall out of reach in this one. Yem absolutely demolishing this one's game. Tries to put it past Panda. Can't do so though. Panda still hanging on to things. And Yem puts the shot onto target, but Panda makes a save with that one. But Yem reclaiming possession very well. He's playing so much faster than Panda at the moment. Yem looking to try and get a dribble play. Tries to get on top of his car. Can't do it. Not quite. Yem still trying to hold on to this lead, and he's doing a sublime job of it. 84 seconds left on the clock as Panda gets a flip reset. He's known for this. Puts one into the corner, but it's hit the post, and that just about sums up the Saints' series. Beautiful stuff by Panda, but the sheet, or the shot, should I say. I'm reading the chat here, reading about Dr. Reginald's spreadsheets. The shot just isn't quite there, but he flicks Yem over this one, and this could be the road to recovery. Within 3 goals is certainly possible in a game of ones, but I just can't see it happening with the way Yem's been playing. But they're going to need an absolute miracle by Panda. He's capable of them, but is he capable today? Yem wins that kickoff. Panda going to take possession, but Yem not giving up the fight too easily. And he could have been in trouble there, but he's done well with that one. Yem, 12 boost to his name, but does Panda know that? Does Panda know that he can just go for a bold 50 here? Doesn't seem likely. It's Panda going to just take one round. And he doesn't even get the boost. Yem taking it from under his toes, whipping the carpet out from underneath him. As Panda, oh, dearie me. Moment of silence for Yem's total blunder. And we're back into the game. Absolute disaster for the Yemster. He's had a bit of a shocker there, and he can afford to do one of them this series, especially when he's 5 goals to 2 up. But it's always a bit dubious when he starts playing like that, but he may just reclaim his 3-goal lead now, and he will off the kickoff, and I think that may have killed Panda off in this one, and the Saints are in massive trouble. Massive trouble indeed. 29 seconds, that'll likely be it. And I don't know, if you're Panda, in fact if you're Ryan, manager of the Saints, you have to decide, what do you do next, 1s or 2s? And if you're 1s, you're putting out Colin against Spectre, and that could be difficult. If you're playing 2s, you're playing Arctic, who isn't known for his 2s skill, so either way, you're in big trouble if you're the Saints. They needed that 3s game, they arguably needed that 2s game as well. And Yem polishes off Panda with a 7th in this one, and he's almost as prolific a striker as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but Yem gonna put it in at the death, and he puts another past Panda, and the mentality probably down for Panda as things stand. He's gonna put a kick-off goal in. Shows that he's still got a little bit of fight, but DM taking this game, they're going to put themselves onto not just match, not just series, but tournament point in the next one. And that is going to do wonders for the egos of players like Waz, who sort of feed off the ego being fed to them by their opponents. Warriors are going to take this one. We're going to have to see what Saints are going to go for the next game. If I was them, Colin, he's a good ones player. Is he good enough to take down Spectre? I don't know. I know Spectre's been focusing on threes at the moment, so maybe go for that, but you're in a tricky spot. I'll have to see what they decide upon here. 14 shots for Yembe, I add. Absolute domination compared to Panda's 4. Now, going to go for ones, so it's almost certainly going to be Colin, and it's almost certainly going to be Spectre. Spectre could put the series to bed. He could put the whole tier to bed. And it will be Spectre Yem going off in this. In 5 minutes, we may know who is our superstar champion. And Colin, Colin in, I believe that's the Roadhog or possibly the Merc. I don't know all my cars. And Spectre in the backfire, I believe. Is that a Roadhog XL? Let me know in the chat if that's the Roadhog XL. But if it is the Roadhog XL, it's scored a goal early on. And Colin, he's going to get the first. Possibly random cars. That's a very good point, Otter. Some dubious toppers, some dubious boosts and wheels. And obviously with Colin taking that opener, could be a confidence boost, but the road to recovery is a long one if you are the Saints. Colin gonna fall off the backboard for him. Could try and get a shot off here, but can't manage it, and the shot will not manifest itself. Spectre with a bit of possession here, could try and get a pinch shot, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it with that car. As Spectre trying to muscle his way out of defense with a strong 50-50. I've called it, and he gets it past Colin. And he can pop one high. Colin. Yeah, that's an awkward 50, and it seems that both players are settling into the game a little bit more, slightly turbulent than what we saw with Panda versus Yem last time out. And Colin, he's one possession back off Spectre. He could double up here with just over a minute in, and this would be a fantastic start to the series, to the game, should I say, if he could do it. But chance seems to have closed in. Colin gonna try on past Spectre and gets a good 50, and Spectre gonna have to rush back on this one. Colin pops one high, but Spectre gonna be equal to that one. Backboard here. Spectre take the boost over the ball, but Colin's going to do the same, and that means Spectre's going to get possession back, but gets demoed for his troubles. Colin could have an open net here and have finished this one off, and it's 2-0 to Colin. Just 1 minute and 37 seconds in. I was trying to do the maths then, but I just have to go for the minutes and the seconds as Colin doubles up. He's done well to get himself into this position. But can he continue this form for the rest of the game? It's going to be crucial. In fact, it's paramount. He must win this game. If Spectre wins this, it's curtains for the Saints. Colin pops one high. Spectre not really been able to get himself into the game as of yet, but could still do so with plenty of time left on the clock. Colin booms one down the field. Spectre now. The boost is going to spawn favourably for him. Going to go off the ceiling here. 87 boost to work with. Could look for a floor pinch. Gets the floor pinch, but it's far too low. Colin is going to park himself on the goal line. Parking simulator for him. It's Colin. Puts one over Spectre, but it's just going to be wide of the post. But he's maintaining the ball possession well. A little bit like Yem did last game. He's making sure not to give Spectre too much time and space as he gets the shot on the bounce, and Spectre make the save, but he's running back into his own net because of it. Colin, open net opportunity here, puts it in, and we're just over half a game in, and it looks as if that Colin seems to be performing slightly better in things. We've got a threes game coming up next, and with the Fomorians taking that one in game 1, then we could be on to a 4-1, but you never know, you never know. Colin. Can't get that one past Spectre, and Spectre's actually got one past him, but Colin is back just in time to make the save with that. 24 boost here. Trying to move the ball forward, but he's done a flick that could be parable to what I do. And he's conceded a goal because of it, a big mistake by him. And 3-1, just 2 goals separating the 2 players, and this is by no means it for Spectre. Two goals is all Spectre needs to tie the game up. 3 to take the lead. It's Colin. It's an even kickoff. And he's going to get a goal because of it. Spectre, I don't know what on earth he is doing. It's a massive mistake by him. He just went for the boost. Go for the ball, just get a touch it into the corner and then get the boost. But they have been punished completely for that one. And Spectre kicking himself. Obviously, he was top 4 in the 12 sides. Made it to the semi-finals, I believe. Falling to Rob Kiernan, the eventual finalist in the end. Just seems there isn't the fight that he had back then. Possibly a little bit washed, dare I say. But he will get to go back there, and he's maintaining a deficit of 2. And he seems to just be able to have the bite on his shots when he manages it. But Colin, defense there, slightly dubious, I have to say. Caster's Curse coming out with that one. Spectre gonna have possession after that, gonna have boost as well. Colin wants to go back to his own corner to get some boost. Spectre tries to go underneath, but can't get it past. Colin, 60 boost. His first touch. Spectre now struggling a little bit with this one. Good save by Spectre, but he only just keeps that one out. Could have been in trouble. Spectre driving forward, and Colin slightly out of position. Could be in trouble to save this one, but Colin gets back in time. And Colin, he's going to do well. He's much quicker to the ball than Spectre is. And 5-2, and this could be trouble for the Fomorians. They may look to drop their first game in the grand final. Colin, he's done incredibly well this game. We knew he was no slouch once going into this. But he's performed out of this world in this one to take down Spectre, and he may get another one here. Comes just off the post, and Spectre could convert this into a chance of his own. Just has to dodge that demo from Colin. Colin back in defense here now. Spectre, and able to get another touch. Popped over Spectre again. Lots of speed here on the attack. He needs it because he's 3 down. And looks for a shot on this one. Can't find the angle. It would have been a fantastic goal if he pulled it off. He's going to concede because of it once. It's just that punishing of a game mode. And Colin may have just put this game to bed. Obviously, going into 3s next, we saw Fomorians win that in game 1. But I did tout the Saints to be the strongest side in 3s before the series started. So 3s definitely up in the air, but after that, it will be 2s. And that is going to be punishing for the Saints. Arctic, not known for his 2s, as I said, it like Hannah and Arctic against Yem and Waz, and I would probably tout Fomorians to take that one as well. So this could be a hollow victory for the Saints in this 4th game, and remains to be seen whether they'll be able to continue that road to recovery into the next. But as things stand, Spectre moves out to Colin in the one. Slightly unexpected result, but quite call it out of this world. And with 15 seconds left, let's see out the clock. Colin is going to let the ball bounce in his own corner. No need to attack him more. He's got a 5-goal lead and make that possibly 6. No, he's going to take that one wide. As the Saints begin that long, long road to recovery. It seems as if Spectre doesn't know the rules either. It's going to be 3s next. And it's going to require a monumental performance from the Saints to carry on in this one. Colin, 12 shots compared to the 7 from Spectre. Not quite as dominant as Yen was last game, but did manage to take it. Going into threes, this is a massive game for the Saints. They must win. In fact, every game is a must win at this point. As we're going to get into this. Fomorians, blue, Saints in the orange in 5 minutes time. As I said last game, we could have a winner of RLIS Season 4 Superstar Division. Colin up in the air for that one, going to beat out Waz, but Waz waiting patiently on the backboard. Patience is key. It's Waz, ball floating high. Yen waiting on the wall for Panda. Panda gets it past him though, trying to move forward with some pace here. Gets it past the second as well. Panda seems to be trying to do the whole team himself, but Wazito, the last line of the fence, is going to stop him in his tracks. As Colin puts a shot onto the net, and Yen makes a phenomenal save to come across with good pace and get that one. Colin, shot of the centre cleared by Waz. Yen knocked away again by Spectre, as it seems that the defense from the Florence is holding for now. This is how they won game 1, as knocked them again by Spectre. He's not going to find the corner of the net. Waz can't connect with that one, as Yem now alone on defense, but he's done a fantastic bit of delaying there. He's now alone on the wall with his possession. Waz knocks him off the backboard. Follow up from Florians isn't there though. Panda moving forward, but Yem gets there in time. Yem still pops another one over him. Colin need a big clear from this one, and a big clear is what he's done. Waz drops one to Spectre in the middle, trying to get another shot on here from Florians. Waz, a double commit between Waz and Yem, but Yem is still around. Yem's still around, but Arctic makes the save in the end. See, this is only the second appearance in the series for Arctic and Waz. They're going to be looking to make their mark. As Yem, it's a 50 for Spectre. Dubious backflip by Spectre is going to result in losing possession, but it's just going to fall back to them in their own half. Waz gets it past the first. Yem or Spectre committing a little bit on that one. We've seen a few of those. I think they are going to survive this one. Bouncing away, Spectre in the midfield, I should say. The caster's curse almost coming out again. Waz can put it in, and he does. 3 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock, and the lead is now in favour of the Fomorians. Work to do for the Saints. Kickoff in favour of the Fomorians, pushing forward well. Yem can't get past Panda, who probably the shining light. I would say the shining light actually, he did get arguably decimated by Yem in that once game. It seems that the whole Saints roster has fallen apart somewhat. As Yem can't get that one, but a big boom by Waz is incoming. Can it come off the wall though? Quite as much power. Heard once from a wise man that a clear is not a true clear if it doesn't go over the halfway line. Spectre maybe able to finish this one off, could be making it 2 as Waz just has to place the shot that gets demoed because he took too much time. Panda. Oh, that's actually going to take it away from his teammate Waz. Spectre alone on defense, and he's going to make a miss on that one as Waz just to get back and bail his team out. Spectre, a positional mistake again. We saw this earlier in the series, and they are tied up for the Saints. Game tied a little under halfway, a little over halfway. Colin take possession away, tries to pop one into the middle of the box, gets a demo as well, and Spectre falls to Panda. Panda has reclaimed the lead, and that's a massive goal for him. A demo by Colin, popped off the backboard by Arctic. Just figured out how to put the ball in. Ryan, manager of the Saints, in chat saying that Arctic, he's just realised that he's in the final. He's known as a big game player, and he seems he's just realised as such. I see lots of players in this lobby. Former IEC champion Panda and Arctic, both in that category. And also Spectre, Waz and Colin, all regular fixtures in that top 6. Yen hasn't made too many appearances as of yet. Yen, big bang downfield. Waz pops it high. That's a little bump onto Panda. To get away with that one scot-free. Waz would drop this down to his teammate. The touch is far too heavy. And it seemed as if the Saints, they're just starting to get control of this game.
in here. Yeah. Tries to 50. Arctic pinches that one off the wall. Try and get a second touch. He's going to beat Spectre out to this one. Spectre waiting patient on the back, but can't connect with it. Panda. The shot is awry and goes towards the corner flag. It's Panda. Tries to keep the play going. Arctic tries to put a shot on. Could fall to Colin, but he's misjudged, misread the bounce off the backboard. Going to get away with it yet again. Waz. To Arctic though. Arctic try and get a touch in, tries to get one more. He does, but it's blocked away by Spectre. Zito, ball forward. Colin is there, bouncing away. Here's Panda. Panda can't quite redirect that with enough pace. It's the end. He's going to come off the side, not the desirable touch. Falls to Colin, and that is going to be, I would say 3-1, but it falls just under the crossbar. To get away with it. Arctic. Still trying to get it out of defense here. The Fomorians less than 30 seconds to go now, and they need a goal. Arctic puts one in, yeah. Can't get it forward. Questionable superstar final, to say the least. Colin, big boom, could see off the game, and Panda going to prolong that. I think it's like further along. Yeah. Gets it over first, gets it over second. Waz, this could be the last opportunity for the Fomorians. They must take it, but Colin gets a touch away, and that's a double commit, and that is going to be the game. And the Saints, they're going to prolong their lifespan in this final. At least it's respectable now. As I say that, you can see this is rocking moment here. Ooh, still up in the air, but well into the Fomorians half. It's going to hit the floor. Saints claw back within one game now. Next up is 2. This could be big trouble for the Saints. Arctic. He had a poor record in 2s last season. I'm not sure what it's been like this season, but arguably less than desirable. And we're going to see Waz and Yem going up against Panda and Arctic. If they win this somehow, we're going to go to a game 7. If not, Fomorians will take it. Zito in that kickoff. Yem have possession, puts one across back to Waz, but the pass not quite strong enough to find all the way across. Panda trying to get it past Yen, can't manage it. Wazito take one back all the way towards his own net. Gonna dribble it out that way. The long way around here is Panda. It's an interception, but it falls straight to Yem, and Panda now has to beat out Waz to this touch. Yem queuing up behind Waz, just desperately wants to get it past them. Arctic can't actually get it through. Still are the Saints. Here's Arctic. Try and get one forward, but Wazito keeping the play on. Yem with a shot on, gonna go just over the bar, and Arctic is there. Try and dribble this one out. Wazito could look for a double touch off the backboard. Can he put it in? Yes, he can. And it looks as if the Fomorians have still got that flair that they had in games 1 to 3. Wazito just taking it away from Panda. Phenomenal speed by him, getting the double off the backboard. And he gets it through. That's the opening goal of this game, just over 1 minute in. Saints, they must make this comeback in this game if they want to stay in contention. Zito. Look for a second touch as he can't get one off as it falls off the ball. Yem bounces high. Yem go for this one again. Panda puts it on the goal line here. Largely very little boost. One's right. 27 boost to work with, and he just used it also. Puts it out alone on defense. Still Arctic. Could look for it. He's not known for his mechanics, but you almost. Lovely little shot off there. Panda not reading the corner correctly. Now Wazito with a shot. Opportunity here is going to get it past Arctic, who's going to put it in his own net. I want to cry. And a disaster of a superstar final in some respects. We had no goal from Colin in game 2. We've had no goal from Arctic in game 5, or game 6, should I say. An absolute disaster. And now the Saints are in the biggest trouble they've been in all day, and they must get back. And if Wazito can do this, they will be in even more trouble. Panda almost gets sold to the shops. Don't know what analogy that was, but yeah, gonna try and get another off the backboard. 3 minutes to go now. The Saints need to start showing up now. Wazito with possession, pops it over the first, pops it over the second almost, but Arctic gets a dunk on it. Yeah, sitting back in defense here. Slowly trying to move forward. They know they don't need to press too much. They have that 2-goal buffer they can fall back on. But obviously, they conceded the first, and that's going to be 3 in fact, with Demo coming through, and Wazito just going to capitalise on the open net, and this game drifting away from the Saints, and it seems that the Saints have just run out of gas in this game 6. Wazito puts it in, 2 minutes 39 for the Saints to muster some kind of comeback. And win the kickoff. Both players, Yem and Arctic, missing in the midfield. Wazito, 0 boost to work with Panda, plenty just ahead of him. But Wazito still going to flick it past him, and that's been the story of this series, second best to them. Wazito hinges forward. Panda going off the wall. Panda off the backboard. Can he put it in? No, he can't. Doesn't have the angle with that one. He's going to have to retreat here. Yem, 12 boost only, but Panda left with very little of his own. Could this bounce off the backboard? It does. Wazito gets the touch, bounces down low. 2 minutes to go now as Wazito could have an opportunity to make it 4-0. It's going to come just off the post, and that's agonisingly close for Wazito. That really well and truly would have put the game to bed, but for the next couple of seconds it's going to remain up in the air. Moorings holding on well. Yeah. Every long clear that they can get is going to kill seconds off the clock. Wazito moving forward with this one. 0 boost, but he knows he can't just take a 50 at the end of this road. He does. It's not the best 50 in the world, in fact. Now an opportunity. Arctic going for the demo, but Panda's shot is poor. He's not really shown the same level play that we expect to see from him. Never going to make it as Stormtrooper's second sub with that, and that's an open net perhaps, but Wazito turning just in time to get on the end of that one. Wazito, it's the final minute here. Panda gets past the first, past the second. Arctic with an open net opportunity, and 58 seconds, 2 goals. Is it doable for the Saints? The Fomorians, they've looked strong all game, but can they cling on? It's going to be a massive ask. Arctic stepping up when it matters, but could it be too little too late? 2 goals is what they need. Just takes them overtime, and Panda off the kickoff, it's going to go straight in off the kickoff, and this. Now we have a game. This could be huge. Just 1 goal separating the 2 sides. Arctic absolutely ruining Yem on that kickoff. Panda following up close, and the cheat was good, and just 5 seconds after the first, they've got their second. The third could be beckoning. Panda, even on that kickoff, going to leave that one to Arctic, but Yem wins at 50. They know they just need to hold on here for the Fomorians, but they're going for more. Wazito tries to get that one. Arctic pops over to the side. Yem now. The 8 boost to work with, going to come off the backboard. Could he try and get a second touch off this? No, not quite. Panda bounces away. 30 seconds left on the clock as Panda swan back forward, but they're just going to lose possession. Yem gets the touch. Panda follows it up first. Wazito opt. Falls into the box here. Yem gets the touch away. Who's going to get that to follow it up? This must be the last attack here for the Saints. They must score the next time they get possession. Arctic bangs one downfield. This is the moment. Can they do it? Yem puts it into the corner. That's going to hit the ground. And the Fomorians are your superstar tier champions. RLIS Season 4. That is a massive victory for them. They've overcome so much to get to this stage, and Yem, Wazito, and Spectre, they're going to be incredibly happy with that. Commiserations to Panda, Colin, and Arctic. They put up a decent fight. They went down early, and they tried to recover it, but they just weren't able to get there in the end. Going to see if we can get some of the players in for an interview. I'm sure they may be up for it. As we wait, all 3 players look to be interested in getting the interview.
Now I've got to figure out how to drag them up into this channel. You're gonna have to give me a minute on this one. Hey, professionalism. Thank you very much to whoever just moved you and Waz. Can you move your teammates? And I don't know. I
Of
can't
course, man.
roll up enough. Right. Okay. Congratulations to the Fomorians who are going to win RLIS Season 4 in the Superstar tier. I do want to go and have some dinner, so I'm just going to ask a couple of quick questions. I'm going to start off with you, Baz. You came from the upper final, taking down arguably the best team to ever grace RLI. That's slight sarcasm, by the way, of myself, Rob Kin, and LPX Sam. Do you think that that win sort of really gave you the confidence boost that you needed to sort of take them down in the final?
Yeah, well, we come into the season, Res, meant to be last, predicted last place, predicted not even win a game. Then we went out first week, lost 6-0. Wasn't the best start we looked for, but since then, we all grinded. The M Inspector putting 700 hours a week in, and me playing F1. And we really learned from each other. And then coming into this game, once we bet you guys, we basically knew. We watched the Saints versus the Banshees. Saints looked pretty washed in that game, and then once we saw that, we just headed straight into the final. Man, heads up, absolutely hammered them in the first threes game, and then they scraped a lucky win in the second. And then me and Yem just hammered in the twos, man. That's all it is.
Good
Fair,
answer. Good
fair.
answer, Was. Good answer.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna go to you, Yem, next. Yem, coming into the season, you were the first pick of the whole draft, and lots of people question that, especially those who would have thought they should have been first picks themselves. Are you happy that you've been able to silence all the doubters this season?
Well, yeah, there was a lot of pressure on me to perform to everyone's expectations because no one knew who I was realistically because I only joined the Discord like a month before RLIS started, and then I was able to prove them wrong today, so I'm quite happy with that, and hopefully I can get on the next season and do just as well.
And
Well,
can I add one thing to that statement? Sponge Kieran,
go on.
reality number one.
Right, lastly, it's Spectre. I'm going to go to you. Spectre, you had the chance to kill the series off in game 4 when you played against Colin. And that game, less than desirable. Did he was he living rent free inside your head at the end
There
of
was
that
no
one?
chance, Res. We weren't expecting it. No
Oh
way.
yeah,
So
you're
should have that
answering
one-on-one
one
play.
question. Yeah. So pretty much, I was very confident in the boys to win Game 5. So I was like, might as well might as well mess around a bit. Yeah. Can I get some
Well,
claps?
okay. fair, fair
No claps.
enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. That is going to close things out for the superstar tier of RLIS Season 4. Congratulations to the Fomorians of Wazito, Yem, and Spectre. Thank you, everyone, very much for watching. We'll be back with more action from the other finals in other tiers soon. Thank you, everyone, very much for watching.
Was for MVP.